the chaos. The stock market is crazy and chaotic.
Oh my God, are you seeing this shit, bro? Tesla closed at $695. What the hell is going on?
Brad and Fat Man Zoom are here to help you own it.
Now with IBM getting here, I think it's just going to come more to the forefront, and people are going to get more and more eyeballs on Salesforce. Should see a really nice move.
Taking it to the suits, being relatable and hilarious.
We got D's nuts in the crew. Every crew needs D's nuts. You know what D's nuts' number one holding is? Big C.
Get ready to own the chaos in 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad. That is Fat Man Zoom. And boy, do we have a lot of shit to talk about today, Fat Man Zoom.
Just as we hit go, the market turns green.
I know, it's
unbelievable. You guys probably needed us earlier. I can't imagine how dramatic everybody was.
Holy shit.
To be honest with you, this bottle of Sagamore was actually full when the day started.
Shout out Sagamore.
Pre-market, this was full. By 9:45, this is where it ended up.
And because the markets are turning green again, we can celebrate and just drink the rest of it. So fuck it.
That sounds good. Let me shout out the starting five. We have Sean, Claudia, Nina, Rudy, Linz Photo, and John Hughes. What's going on?
What up, everybody? So yeah, look, there's so much to talk about. The stock market has been correcting, and I want to emphatically say that this is not a crash. I thought that I was gonna get a lot of heat. I actually haven't. When I talked about how bullish I was on the market and that I didn't expect there to be a crash, we are still not in a crash. It's very much a correction. And a lot of it has to do with the bond markets. We saw 10-year average, the yield lift quite a bit, 44 basis points, I think it was what it was. And that's what's kind of caused a lot of this correction to happen. So just kind of put it simply, the bond yields go up. They are worried about inflation. This causes some issues when it comes to borrowing money. It impacts tech, obviously, pretty heavily, which is why we saw a huge downturn in tech. So I think it's safe to say that Tesla crashed, along with a lot of other tech. But the overall market, we're just in a regular old correction, my friends.
Yeah, I think I disagree with you a little bit.
And a crash? The pure definition of a crash?
No. As to the reason.
Oh, the yields. Yeah. Well, the yields have something to do with it, wouldn't you say?
They do, but I think as far as the main catalyst, I wonder, because if you look at it today, you looked at how it responded pre-market. Yeah. Obviously, yesterday was red. How it's responded pre-market, but then I thought a lot more had to do with the Fed and just. I think this just kind of was like, with all the amp up that's been going on, I think obviously, people have been talking about market rotation. Here's my problem. People have been talking about market rotation since like before 2021, right? Like December we were talking about, November we were talking about it. And I think that's a fair point, but like, I also feel like there's this perfect storm of like amped up speculation on top of the fears with the Fed and what they're going to say. And we've seen this. Yeah. Powell speaks. Before he speaks, we see a sell-off. This was a major sell-off. And then on top of that, then he speaks and then everything calms down and it comes back.
Everything. So there's a lot of things going on. I think it was just all happening at the same time. So then it just exacerbated everything. So we had the yields, which I think was probably like
definitely a factor.
The first domino.
Yeah.
Then you have market rotation. There's so much optimism with the reopening of stuff so that's why we saw that rotation. And then, people just it just snowballed from there. People were like, oh my God, inflation's going to be an issue. It is going to be an issue eventually. It won't be an issue for a while. Jerome Powell, as you said, came out and basically said, we don't plan on raising rates till 2024. Bond yields came in and basically said, or the banks came in and basically said, hey, we think it's going to happen much sooner than that. So that's why we're raising our rates. And so that's why everybody flipped out. I don't think that. I think the truth lies somewhere in between there. And so either way, I still think it's going to be a great 2021. Jerome Powell basically came out and said that we're still on board with more stimulus. We're still here to help the overall economy grow. And we're going to do that in the way of fiscal policy. So I still got nothing to worry about, in my opinion. If we look at the whole of 2021, where we're going to be at the end of the year, I think we're all going to be very happy and look back at this little week in time or this little 2-week period and just kind of laugh at it, because I think that we're in for a much stronger move upward across the board. Tech, reopenings, all of that.
Sorry, I don't mean to be distracted, but I just looked at your screen and I noticed that Snapchat was up 8%.
Oh, no shit.
Did something happen? Because it was down. Since 11 a.m., Snapchat is up 18%.
Damn.
Chaos Crew, do you guys know what's going on? Because when I looked at it earlier, I think it was down. When I looked at it, I saw it. I must have saw it right before it came up. I saw it at $58.
Yeah, it is up 6%. Let me look at the news here. Investor presentation. I guess there must have been something that they liked. Snap forecast multiple years of 50% plus sales growth.
Ooh, nice.
That's probably a big deal. So yeah, let's take a look at that chart real quick, and I'll pull this back out. So I have this weekly. Let me. So here we go. Yeah, so really strong move out of Snapchat today. So must have been on their crazy awesome outlook that they had.
Wow,
almost $70 a share. Look at that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many people sold their Snapchat today in the morning?
Oh my God.
So many.
Yeah.
Let's go to let's start with the fundamentals and the basics, something we talk about on this channel.
Yeah.
We got a buddy who just started dabbling in trading, has been thinking about switching over to Webull. And he's been sort of following the classic new trader patterns, which is like feeling like he might have missed the boat, wishing he had a little bit more money.
Yeah.
Sometimes to an extent chasing things. And one of the things that I wanted to bring up was he's been thinking about moving to Webull. He actually sold all of his stuff this morning. It was like, oh, now's the time to move to Webull.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Pre-market. So.
Oh, that's even worse.
And he did have Tesla, which at the time was down 12%. And now anyways, I want to remind people, and for those of you who don't know about this channel, one of the big things that we talk about in the channel is the key is our red zone days.
Yeah.
Today was one of the best examples of a red zone day. Removing the emotion, not getting caught up while everybody's selling out, looking for opportunities.
Yeah.
And man, I was going crazy with Tesla this morning.
Yeah.
I was going wild with Tesla this morning.
Just scooping it up. One of the things that I think a lot of you guys have to consider is speculative versus growth versus value. Yes.
And figuring out where you want to be, what you want to be invested in. Listen, speculative still could do well. You guys holding CCIV. That was a speculative stock. You could see what happens.
We warned you.
We had people in our crew that bought the dip. It was over 50%, and now they're up 20% because they were patient and they saw what was coming. Spec can still move. Spec will still move, but there is so much uncertainty right now. You got to really be smart and be strategic. Today was a red zone day, which means don't sell everything. Find your opportunities, find your discounts, and be patient and get your entry.
Look at this chart on Tesla. Is that not a thing of beauty or what?
Oh, yeah.
We could go green on Tesla today.
We will go green on Tesla today. I was going to push one of these buttons.
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
I don't even know what these buttons do.
So they're labeled up here. You can actually see what they say.
Oh, okay. I think it's funnier to not know what it is.
just hit something.
Randomly,
That's what happened if you sold this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, it's a red day. You know what that means?
You buy the effing dip.
Oh, it just keeps going?
Yeah, it's going to loop it. It's going to keep looping.
Anyways, I just wanted to make that point. Today was a red zone day. Again, I'm always impressed with our chaos crew. I feel like we come to a really nice place where you don't freak out.
Yeah.
You look for the opportunities. You look patient. You stay patient.
You own that chaos, baby.
And you own the chaos. So let's talk about big tech sell-off. That's one of the topics we've been wanting to talk about.
Yep.
And really, I put top stocks to buy for 2021. That was actually typo. It should be top tech stocks to buy. So this big tech sell-off, I'm putting you on the spot, but I think this is one that you've probably already thought about. What are the top stocks in the big tech space or tech space in general that you would say to buy that hopefully, let's look at, like the next 6 months to the end of the year time frame?
Good stocks. Well, I mean, it's tough because everything's on sale right now. But Tesla is definitely in that conversation. I mean, ARK spent hundreds of millions of dollars over the last 2 days on Tesla and all of their ETFs. I was listening to CNBC. Everybody's poo-pooing on Cathie Wood today, but I think she's going to have the last laugh. Square, I see some people talking about Square. Square's still up there. I think there's still upside, but I don't know if there's as much upside to Square as to something like Palantir. Palantir's through their lockup. They had a really good outlook on their earnings. Palantir's trading in the mid-20s. I don't know what it did after today's run-up. I know this morning it was in the mid-20s. Hold on. Let me pull that up. But Palantir's one that I definitely would look towards. And Zoom's come down to a reasonable level. It fell below 400. It's back up over that. And Zoom's going to be another one. People, I don't know why people are rolling their eyes about stuff like this, like with Zoom. It's overvalued. They're 90 times sales. Like, who cares? It's still going to go. It's still going to roll. People like to think that this reopening means that we're just going back to the way things were before, and that's just not the case. So I like Tesla. I like Zoom, which I think Zoom still is in the conversation for an S&P 500 inclusion very soon. Palantir is definitely one that went through their lockup period, and they're in good shape. I like even just Adobe, DocuSign, the typical ones. NVIDIA came down to a nice, good level too. So I like all of those.
I'm surprised. The one stock that I thought would be the first one out of your mouth, you didn't even say.
What was it?
Apple.
Yeah. I think that Apple's so much of a given that I just don't even bother mentioning it. But yeah, I should have mentioned that.
Yeah. Again, if this is a sell-off, if this is going to continue or stay the same, like now's the time to be loading up an Apple.
Yeah.
And 120, it came down to that support. Actually below 120.
Yeah, 118.
Could it get below 100? Yes. Will it?
No.
Unlikely.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it's not going below 100.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
But you've got to leave the door open that those things will happen.
Apple just went green.
I'll tell you another one of my friends that had $10,000 just sitting in an account, put it all in Apple, and that was at right around 140. So he got the top.
Oh,
you get scale in, people.
Yeah.
But the point is that today's a great day to buy Apple, and today is right now is the time to buy all those stocks you've been complaining about that you couldn't get into.
Oh, it's too expensive.
Yeah. And Amazon's held up really nicely, but I think you take the best in class and you start moving into that. Apple, Amazon.
Yep.
I agree. Tesla. I think Tesla's at great levels. These are the stocks Microsoft has been holding up. If you like that better than Apple, not that they're the exact same, but those are the type of stocks that, like, the reliable stocks that even if we move down, you add. That's what you do. I can't say that for Palantir. I really like it. I'm in it. But in general, with all the uncertainty, and was this just temporary this week or is this going to continue through next month?
Yeah.
I think now's the time that you bet on the big boys.
Yeah, and we've talked about this last week when, things were getting a little shaky, that, moving out of speculative stocks and moving in the stocks that you believe in the most, those core group of stocks that you just know and love, makes all the sense in the world. And when you can get something like Tesla on a discount in the 600s, I think that you just do it.
Yeah.
You know? So really great stuff. We also have earnings today after hours. Square, as we mentioned, has earnings after hours today. Really, that's kind of the only one that I'm interested in. Tomorrow, or Home Depot was this morning. I didn't catch Home Depot's earnings. Did you, by chance?
God, they beat. Listen, Snap is still going off.
Is it really?
It's up 13%. It's at $72.
Holy shit.
It's now up 23% since 11 a.m.
Damn.
It is up $13 on the day. This thing is going bananas.
I see one question here from John Hughes, and I think it's probably a question a lot of people will ask. Is there going to be a sell-off after hours again? It's possible. Anything's possible. I think that the worst is behind us.
I agree.
And we've been saying how bullish we've been. We have not changed our stance whatsoever. Like, corrections happen. Nothing goes up in a straight line. So I think that if there's going to be a sell-off, is it possible? Sure. Is it going to happen? I don't think so. I think that we're going to go up from here at this point.
Yeah, I think that. So we have our top stocks for March coming out on Friday, and we'll mention there. I think March is going to be a great month.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's going to be a really good month. I do feel like the worst is behind us, so I feel good about moving forward. What has changed fundamentally? That's still
Right.
my question.
Right.
Nothing has changed fundamentally. This was a scare. It was an opportunity. Learn from it. If you guys made it through, this is just another notch in your belt. I saw Steve King say something about this is his first. Steve King, our crew member, officially became a full-time trader today. Quit his job took a year off. He won't be back to his job, but he says he took a year off. And he was saying, like, what a day to start.
Yeah, right? I mean, honestly, I feel as if, Steve, you probably started off on the best possible day. I mean, getting them on the cheap. So I'm wearing my bullish OTC shirt tomorrow. Says Primetime DJs. Hell yeah, bruh. Yeah, look at Snapchat. God. It's up 13% on the day.
All right. So I do want to get into my prediction that I told you guys on Sunday. I've been thinking a lot about how people say that the big tech, when they reference big tech and how it's too hot, they refer back to the .com bubble. I disagree with that. That couldn't be furthest from the truth, in my opinion.
It's not even opinion. Like, in the .com bubble, companies were IPOing that had no business model. Zero. None. That was it. And there's none of that going on.
Yeah, and so you were a little bit bummed because I told you right after Stockwatch Sunday what I thought it was. Some of you guys guessed it. Some of you guys were trying to guess it. Some wrong, some correct. But I believe I know what the next .com bubble is going to be. And you were bummed because you thought, because you think it already started and you wish I would have said it on Sunday. But the crypto crash.
Yes.
I'm saying it now. And before you guys freak out and before you guys shut out everything else I say, there's going to be some good news at the end of this. So just hear me out. The crypto crash is going to happen. I'm not going to say when it will happen. I think crypto will still do well this year, but the crypto crash will still happen. And I think it's eerily set up similarly to the .com crash.
Yes.
And what you had mentioned is just in the .com crash, companies that it was almost like when real estate happened and when the real estate market happened and you had those stated income loans.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even have to produce a W-2. You literally could write a Word document that said this is how much I make and there needed to be no proof, right? Yeah. A lot of times these things happen when they're when they're not on solid foundations. I'll put it that way. When they're on shaky surfaces. And so first thing I want you guys to hear is I'm talking about crypto. I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I'm talking about crypto as a whole. And when I think about the Dogecoins, I think about the riots, I think about all these other ones that are coming out left and right. Bitcoin Cash, which I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence with, but like Bitcoin Cash is just leveraging the name. It's spinning off to try to take advantage of the name, but also as more of a currency.
Yeah.
When you think about all that, There's nothing that makes these things move. It just is literally like
It's perceived value.
we're creating this, and because all the rest of crypto is moving, then everything else is going to be good. So what I think is going to happen is, I think this is only the beginning of these new crypto assets, and we're going to see a lot more, and we will eventually, the rug will be pulled.
Yeah.
It will crash. I think all of it is going to go down with it. But what's going to happen is it's going to settle out, and I think the cream will rise to the top, and a few will still be around when the dust settles.
Similar to what happened during the .com bubble.
Yes. So unfortunately, some will still get pulled down, but if you're aligned with the right ones, then you will ultimately win.
Yeah.
But I think Doge is the best example. Doge is the best example because we talked about how it started out as a joke, and because there's so much hype behind crypto as a whole, they were able to turn it into a business.
Yeah.
And money will eventually move away from there. And we've seen the Bitcoin sell off, and subsequently, when Bitcoin sells off, everything else sells off.
For sure. And I mean, I happened to look at this yesterday. Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, spoke yesterday about cryptocurrencies in general and just how extremely inefficient they are.
Yeah.
And that it concerns her as much as it's gone up. Then it started to tumble down to around 53K from 56K highs, talking about Bitcoin. And now it's sitting all the way down here at 47 and crashed all the way down to 45K. You want to talk about something that's crashing? This was definitely a flash crash if I've ever seen one out of Bitcoin. And it started to move back up. Not sure if we're going to see a move back up indefinitely here, but this is if you look at, and I actually showed Fat Man Zoom, went out to the monthly chart. I've never seen a monthly chart like that and have it sustain. So I think that there's definitely going to be a correction in Bitcoin, and I think that a crash on all the other altcoins could bring Bitcoin down too. So I 100% agree with this.
And I want to tie in a question.
Chart.
So Kaylin had reached out to us on onthechaos.com and asked this question. If you guys ever have questions that may make the show, go to onthechaos.com, click on Ask a Question. So I'm going to hold shares of Riot, XNet, and Mara, even though Bitcoin is really down and will probably continue to drop. I'm pretty nervous on that decision to hold, but confident it will bounce up eventually. One, like, we play crypto as a hedge. And to me, that is a classic example of when you think about blockchain, like I don't want any business of being in it beyond a hedge.
No,
it won't be more than 10% of my portfolio. And I'm going to get best in class. I'm not going to try to guess the best winner. The first move, when money moves away, right? When you talk about profit taking, or when you talk about money moving from one place to another, or rotation, the first thing it moves away from is garbage.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like, this is like, flip the way you guys do it. Instead of buying 100 shares of, instead of buying 10,000 shares of Dogecoin and $1,000 worth of, I said 10,000 shares, I meant $10,000 worth of Dogecoin and $1,000 worth of Apple, flip the damn thing around.
Yeah.
And that's what's really, like, everybody, like, it's kind of like, it's funny to me how everybody's buying a bunch of, like, these lottery plays. It's like you're buying 100 scratch offs, and I'm going to buy some here that's Dogecoin. I'm going to buy some here that's CCIV. I'm going to buy some here that's Workhorse, or whatever the hell you're buying.
Yeah.
There's room for speculative stocks in your portfolio, but stop making the overwhelming majority of your portfolio that. You don't have to hit every one.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just over leveraging has been the huge. It's just straight up gambling mentality, is what it is.
It is. It is, and that's the message I want to say. And this is going to be as we're getting close to the bell. I want to close out on this. That we're going to pull this for an IG clip, and I'm going to talk to the people, because this really is a message to my friends, my followers on IG and on Twitter. Shout out to Fat Man Zoom on Twitter. But you got to play the long game. That's what we're going to learn.
Yeah.
And the people that decide that now, like, they want to get into trading and the first thing they buy is one of these speculative stocks, don't call me about AMC. Don't call me about GameStop. Don't call me about CCIV. Listen, people, you on Instagram, if your friends are telling you about a stock and you look at that stock and it's green and it's up 20, 30%, it's too late.
It is.
You're going to get screwed. Buy Apple. Stop it. Stop it. Buy Apple. And this is a mistake that all you guys keep making. You come to me and you're like, what about this stock? And I say, no, buy Apple. It's $120. It's $140. Apple is a great stock. Don't try to get rich quick. In life, the long game always wins. Get rich quick never wins. That's my point. That's it. So
Stop. Get some help.
help me help you and stop it.
I've wanted to like do that whole Michael Jordan meme.
And the next thing they do after that is they lose their ass on GameStop. And then they say, I don't invest in the stock market because it's gambling. People, that's not the same thing. You buying GameStop isn't the same as you buying Apple. The only similarity is that it's a stock. It's
right.
a stock sold in the markets. It's publicly traded. That's where the similarities end.
Yeah.
So stop it.
Get some help.
Fires me up. And the one good thing I will say that's going to come out of this crash is that these trolls that jump in here and are like, I made $10,000 or $250,000 off a bougie coin, like, they're going to go away because they're going to lose their ass. I won't see them again. Off of, hey, Dookie coin is going to be the next popular stock, SPAC.
Oh my
crypto.
God. Bougie coin.
Get rich quick never, ever works.
Nope. You heard it here.
I love you all. Thanks for letting me get that off my chest.
All right. We are seconds away from the market closing, and the only one that I'm really concerned about, again, as far as earnings are concerned, is Square. Square had a crazy pullback all the way down to 232 from its 283 highs, and it is back.
Look at that bounce.
It is a hell of a bounce here. What a candle wick.
Whenever Square gets around you, you just are blinded by everything else in life.
I am.
Donna Lindsay wants us to check out Hyliion.
I only have
I'm cool
eyes
with doing
for
that
it.
as well.
Which one?
Hyliion.
Oh yeah. It's not going to go well, but we can look at it.
Hey, that stock PLTR, how do you pronounce the name of that company?
Palantir.
Oh,
What did I say? Palantir?
no, you didn't say it yet today, but this morning in our
I
level
struggle
3.
with it. I struggle. That's like Tony Montoya. I just make words up.
Douche coin.
It's just what it is.
Let's create a coin for the Chaos Crew.
A bougie coin is, I'm all about that.
Bougie coin. Bougie coin would kill
It
it.
sure would.
Would kill it.
It sure would.
I think he said it right. I think you said it.
Palantir. Yeah. Palantir.
Square, baby. Is Upwork today?
Is Upwork today? I didn't think Upwork was today. It might be. It is up today. It is today. Upwork is today. Upwork, let me just go down the list. We have Square, Upwork, Intuit, whatever that is. Halazyme, that looks like a biotech. Esperion, Toll Brothers, Centennial, Hyliion, Matson, Avangrid. Tomorrow is Jumia pre-market. Overstock Lowe's, TJX. Those are ones that are worth taking a look at. Also, after hours tomorrow is NVIDIA, Teladoc, Redfin. Those are going to be big ones. Thursday pre-markets, Moderna, Plug Power, Domino's.
Oh, people wanted us to mention
Best Buy.
Workhorse stock. I actually was out of the loop on this. I've missed this, but Workhorse did not get the contract.
Oh. You know.
Oshkosh did. Wasn't the Oshkosh partnership with Ford, or was that a different? Ford was with a different company.
What?
So Oshkosh got the contract.
For the...
USPS.
Oh, God. That is terrible.
There was only 3, I think, or 4.
I didn't even know Oshkosh was. I didn't. I
You
guess
thought they were overalls.
Yeah, like
Oshkosh, but Bagash.
But gosh, that's Gap, right? So
It was Ford. Rudy.
I would like to say, I warned people this could happen.
Y'all gonna learn.
Yeah,
CCIV, y'all gonna learn.
yeah.
GameStop, y'all gonna learn.
How many people just jumped out of their skin right now? Because that was me.
Kajubies. Kajubi coin. Buy now. Available on onthechaos.com.
Oh my God! All right, market's officially closed. It is 4:01. Man, that Workhorse, that is tough stuff. All right, Square, the only one that matters. After hours. All right, it is green right now. We'll see what happens. Did Tesla close green?
No.
Just missed it. It is green after hours, though. Disney, it was threatening 200. I said Disney was a $200 stock after their earnings. I was a little late. I was a little early, I should say, because it did come back down. We got technical difficulties. Fat Man zooms trout.
That went down the wrong tube. Woo. Cheesecloth condom coin. Ooh, that's the worst feeling. I knew that was coming too.
Aspirating is never a good thing.
All right, what am I looking at first? Square.
Helion has earnings as well. I don't have high expectations for Helion because there's still there's nothing that's materialized unless they give us some crazy outlook, which would be awesome. Don't expect.
Well, they already have, but they do have.
They have a product.
revenue.
Yeah. But just loads of debt. What other one was today that's worth noting? Any other ones? Upwork. Sorry. I'll get it together.
Into it. Maybe some people, I don't know if people would be interested in that or not.
Probably not. Could we speak on Jumia? Cocaine's a hell of a drug, sure is. So Jumia, we talked about it on Sunday. I think it probably does okay. If it can't do well in one of the strongest quarters e-commerce has ever seen, then they're in trouble. So I think it does okay. They'd have to blow everybody out of the water because it's moved up so much already. As far as earnings are concerned tomorrow. Helion's up 1% after hours. It looks
What's Square? Is Square moving yet?
Not really. It's up 0.5%.
Looks like Square bought 3,318 more Bitcoin, $170 million worth, to add to their $50 million purchase on December 31st.
Damn. Does it say what their average price was on that?
Nah.
Be curious.
It looks like it was 51 for the 170 million was 51,235. I think.
Okay.
That's a Twitter, so I can't. Not so reliable.
I don't know what you boys are drinking, but you can smell it through the screen. It is Sagamore Spirit. It's locally distilled.
Yes. Tell them what type of Sagamore.
Calvados. See, I still can't. I'm making shit up. Calvados. It is good shit though. Very good.
Apparently, also there was somebody who sued Twitter or Jack Dorsey for running two companies and dual interest and dual agency or something weird.
What?
Yeah.
Upwork looks like they crushed earnings by the reaction that I'm getting here. Upwork is up 7.5%. Square's up 1% so far. 7.5%. Now we're up 8.5% on Upwork. Woo!
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet on Upwork. Square is moving some more. I can't tell if this is just a reaction from the cryptocurrency news, Bitcoin news or what have you, but no official word on Square earnings just yet. Helion's just kind of flat after hours still. No reaction there. Okay. Square still flat on the day. What did the markets close at today? Let's see. S&P closed green. Dow Jones closed green. And NASDAQ, that was down like over 250 points at one point this morning, actually closed. Still red, but down only 0.5%.
It was right before close. Right when we went live, it was green.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it toyed with it.
Still not bad. What a crazy wild day. Gee, money, you gonna learn today. All right. Upwork is going the hell off, bro. Boner candle. That, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. I got Upwork. Estimated earnings per share is 3 cents. They came in at 6 cents.
Nice.
Revenue. These numbers are different. Hold on. Let me do this the right way. I'll give you these numbers. These are year-over-year numbers. Last year they did 80 million. This year they did revenue of 106 million. Guided revenue looks really good. They're guiding 109 million for quarter one. For the fiscal year, they're guiding 470 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, this looks really good. We should see something else come in soon. Okay, here we go.
What we got?
It was 0.5 cent. It came in at 6 cents was the earnings per share. Their estimates for revenue were 97.7. They came in at 106 million. All that's good stuff.
0.5 cent.
0.5 cent, yeah.
Yeah, so Upwork, crazy move today after hours on an earnings beat. Square is down around 2.25% after hours. And we'll see where that lands us.
Are you in Square still?
Yeah.
Full position?
No. So my plan for Square, I have been in and out of Square for quite some time. My most recent purchase on Square, I loaded the boat under 220, and then it went to hell off all the way up to 280. I trimmed all the way up, and I have about a fifth of my position left of my original position size.
Okay. It looks like, so I did get mixed, it says mixed results. Quarter four gross payment volume was 32.02 billion. Estimates were 32.10 billion. So, what is that? 800 million below expectation. Is that right? 80 million.
Yeah, 80 million.
Sorry, 80 million below. My fault. Somebody did say they beat estimates. Estimates were 24 cents. They came in at 32. That's not confirmed yet. So
Okay.
I'll keep you. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yep, 32. Estimates were 23. Revenue is 3.16 versus 3.14 billion estimated. So that actually was right. I think the number was wrong.
So they beat.
They beat on. They slightly beat, yeah, on revenue, and they beat on earnings per share. What did we put? So on Stock Watch Sunday, we had Square on there.
Yeah.
We have Square. Ooh. We'll just say what I had. I had 44 cents.
Yeah, I had something higher than that. 49.
74.
74? What the hell was I thinking? I was smoking.
You were caught up.
I was.
You were caught up.
I was caught. You
fell in love with that
love
stock.
drunk.
Square can do no wrong. Square's like, to you, Square's like that girlfriend that everybody else looks like. It's like,
what the hell?
And you're like, it's the love of my life. Like, I mean, she's
how did that guy end up with that girl?
She's all right. No, she's the best thing ever. And then a year from now, you're going to be broken up and you're going to be like, she wasn't all that. We told you she wasn't all that. I thought I was going to marry her.
Yeah.
No, we like Square. I'm just kidding. We do like Square. I mean, especially revenue. I'm surprised that revenue didn't beat by more.
Me too, actually. I am surprised about that.
Oh, it'll be interesting how this plays out.
Yeah, after hours, Square is down only about 2%. Seems to kind of trying to be a hold above that 250 mark. We'll see if it does that. But you know, like I said, I've trimmed my Square position leading up to earnings, and felt really good about where I sit. And at this point, I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. I think I'm just going to let this chill. If by some chance there's some accelerated selling, then maybe I'll just go ahead and get rid of the rest of it. Either way, no matter where I sell this at, I'm almost guaranteed a profit. So I feel great about it, and we're just going to let that continue to ride and see where it goes. But market seems to kind of not know how to react to this just yet. And also keep in mind they added a boatload of Bitcoin to their books as well.
And when you look at PayPal versus Square, their earnings were very similar. As far as they both slightly beat, but nothing.
But the reaction was far different. I mean, PayPal went crazy after earnings.
Yeah, we'll see. Just those of you who are in Square, I wouldn't necessarily worry. But again, remember, here's the other thing. I think when you say reaction for PayPal, I think people have been dogging on PayPal.
Yeah.
And people have been expecting Square to blow PayPal away. And I'm saying comparatively to their estimates. So I'm not saying that their numbers are similar. Their beats are similar. And so I think it's still, you know, I've always been more bullish on PayPal. That's my stock. But I think this story, while people have been really bullish on Square, I think people kind of didn't show PayPal the love. And that's, to me, I was like, I attributed that move to that.
Yeah.
Like PayPal still, Venmo's crushing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They got a lot of good things going.
I mean, both of these, there's enough market share for both of them to continue to do well. I saw somebody had mentioned that on Fast Money, they talked about a 650. This could go to like 650 price target over the next 5 to 10 years. And I mentioned that on Stockwatch Sunday that I thought that this could 10x in that time frame. So we'll see. Either way, PayPal and Square, I think, are 1 and 1A in our book. But you can't go wrong with holding either one of them.
Mm-hmm. God, I can't wait till all my friends ask me, should they buy Oshkosh tomorrow?
Or Workhorse, you know.
Yeah. People want to do a prediction on what Rocket opens at tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Why does it matter tomorrow?
I don't know. Wait. Oh no, opens at on Friday.
Oh, ooh, that's a great question. I'm not going to bet against myself. So Rocket opens at $24 on Friday.
I think Rocket opens at 17.50.
It might, you know, it just might.
17.50. You heard it here first, people. I'm full position size.
Oh man.
We will be live on Thursday for Rocket's earnings.
Yes.
Thursday is great, a big earnings day. I think, right? Don't we have? We have a bunch of stuff. We have Rocket, Salesforce, Etsy, Beyond Meat that we could give 2 shits about. Nikola that we could give 2 shits about. Airbnb we give shits about.
Workday and Virgin Galactic.
Virgin Galactic's then too. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Yeah, we got
Solar.
a good one.
First Solar, bunch of popular ones.
Oh God. BYND. Who has questions about BYND? Tattooed Chef, says Vinay.
Doesn't matter. We won't answer them.
Sorry, what was the other one? So it was Workhorse. Hyliion we didn't look at yet.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's been a reaction on Hyliion. Nothing. It's flat.
It looks like
Upwork is up 15% after hours.
Nice.
Give us a shout out. Anybody get into Upwork? Just out of curiosity. I think it's going the hell off. Should have known, given the reaction we saw from Fiverr's earnings. But, man, that is impressive. Your boy bought Rocket, so it can go up now. Don Fromm bought Rocket?
Yeah, he did. He bought it. I think yesterday he bought it.
That's what I'm talking about. After you dogged on it 2 weeks ago.
Shoot, Don's been playing a lot of the OTC favorites. He just he just made some money on IPOF.
Oh yeah, that was a move yesterday, bro. God damn.
Yeah, he sold out of it.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah.
Tommy says been in Upwork for a while, nearly up 100%. Hell yeah, Tommy. Nice job, bro. Hell yeah. Sean Dupuis got in at 16 on Upwork.
Tommy Ramadan is nearly up 100%.
Holy shit.
Michael had it. Yeah.
That is crazy. Nice job, guys.
Good stuff, people.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Square is continuing to move down after hours. See where this lands. I don't have a giant position on here, so like I said, I would almost venture to say I could be inclined to add to this if it continues to fall to a reasonable level. We'll see.
Man.
But this is why you trim. This is why you trim out and you manage risk and not whole account everything.
Twitter, this guy Tamid Shaharia said, "Hi, Leon, either to the moon or Uranus."
Kind of like Workhorse, right?
Oh, my God.
Workhorse just went right up Uranus.
Like, the childish jokes are the best.
I know. They really are. I think I'm good, bro.
Christopher Joseph said, "This channel taught me not to panic and has saved me time and time again. Love you both." We love you too, my man.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's the big lesson,
Yeah.
right?
Own the fucking chaos.
Play the long game, people.
And buy the fucking dip.
And also to give you guys a heads up, tomorrow we are actually doing another webinar for our dividend bot. We're releasing more licenses. So
Yeah.
12:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you guys are interested, go to ownthechaos.com and you can RSVP for the bot. So let me make sure it's still there. It's not actually, it's a different one. My fault. Go to ownthechaos.com. We remove the RSVP. If you go to submit a question, you can RSVP. Just say, "Hey, can I get the dividend bot webinar link?" And I'll put you on the list. So look, I'm excited for that tomorrow.
Yeah.
The bot has been doing really well, and we're actually talking about adding a couple more stocks to the bot. So get in on it. It's doing well. It's heavily loaded in market rotation stocks.
Yeah. Couple of questions. Yes, the portfolio will be up today as it is every day, which, by the way, if you guys want to be a part of the Chaos Crew, you can hit join next to subscribe and get access to all kinds of good stuff, including our Discord channel, which somebody was asking about. So you can get into our Discord. You get a daily watch list from us, a list of 5 stocks plus supports and resistances that we like every single morning before the market opens, access to our portfolios, and buy and sell alerts. All that stuff is a part of the Chaos Crew for $4.99 a month starting.
I'm sorry, we did miss. Did we miss NVIDIA's earnings?
No, they're tomorrow after hours.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to do it for us, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button on the way out, that would be greatly appreciated. And we'll catch you guys later. If you guys want to see more continued action from the Own the Chaos Crew, just join the Chaos Crew. Hit the join button next to subscribe, or there's links in the description. Go check them out. We'd love to have you guys a part of the crew. That's going to do it for me.
And drink more Sagamore.
Calvados.
Bye.
I quit this bitch.
See ya.